G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Dinkum. Hope you're all doing well on this fine autumn day in Wuyan Town. Now, in the previous episode, we sort of did the same things that we've been doing in, many other episodes, which is focusing on the project build, doing some dredging, etc, etc. Nothing too exciting, aside from the fact that we are sort of starting to think about the, seating area of the track. Now in this episode, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to focus too much on what's going on with the... that Roo is in a tricky spot there, because I don't want to take out our jet ski either, but so we'll let him live. Anyway, so I'm gonna sort of try and pull back a little bit this episode, and we just want to have a think about the materials that we want to use in the track. And I might also mix things up a little bit because we keep doing the same things over and over. And one of the things that I have been talking about maybe several episodes ago is whether or not I wanted to set up some kind of new beach area, and that might be a good activity for the day, to be honest. So let's have a think about that. And yeah, as I said, we're gonna do a bit of thinking on what we will do when it comes to another we'll have a nice long think about what we're going to do with the materials for the seating area in the track. Goodness me, that was a bit of a messy intro. Anyway, obviously there's still all the stuff that we need to do in the morning, so let's get to that. I've been wasting a lot of time trying to get my intro right there. And it is already 8 o'clock, so we are behind the 8 ball here. Alright, and since we're here, we may as well do the shearing and the milking. I forgot about the high quality milk the other day, but someone not messaged me, someone left a comment on one of the previous videos, and they said that there is possibly a way to make low-quality cheese by literally reprocessing the high-quality cheese. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know how that works, because wouldn't you... you could make the argument that if you process the high-quality cheese, the quality becomes even better. Or perhaps maybe you can make a couple of batches of the low-quality cheese from the high-quality cheese. Who knows? It's all a bit of a mystery to me, but it could be something that we sort of try out at some point. Why do I have so much meat here? Anyway, let's get to feeding the boys, if we can actually find them. One for you. And where did Spike run off to? Hang on. Oh yeah, that's Ein. I thought we I thought we dropped a hunk of meat to a random doggo out in the wild. Okay. Very good. Which giving random doggos bits of meat and stuff out in the wild is definitely not a good idea in Australia, because, those dingoes, they can be very, very, let's say, they can be very cute, but they can also be very deadly, let's just say that. They can be very savage. Right, so, let's do crab pots. Not bad for the beginning of the day. Alright, and I am not even going to bother with the farm, because I'm pretty sure the farm's still chugging along, and we probably don't need to do anything this moment. to try and look after the farm. Time to head to the workshop, and we'll take things from there. I am keen on trying to sell more stuff to Jimmy, so towards the end of the episode, we might try to use one of our bottles of clouds, see if we can actually call Jimmy in tomorrow and do some more selling. Alright, very good. Let's maybe just clean up the workshop area a little bit here. It is looking a bit unruly. We do need to drop stuff into the kegs. We'll get that done shortly. So yeah, here we've got some more normal milk, which I just want to keep, but if we really want to experiment with making that cheese, we could. We've got quite a few bottles of high quality milk, so why not? Let's do that. Let's chuck that in there, and then tomorrow we should have some cheese, and then we can pop the cheese back in, just as a bit of an experiment, so see what happens. Right, before we start thinking long and hard about the materials that we want to use, I'm going to focus on just things that we need to do in town, such as, you know, selling stuff to the Tucker box if we can. John, I think we have sold all of the stuff that we don't need, so I don't think there's a big issue there. Pineapples is apparently something that she's wanting. Magpie capture reward. How would we even go about capturing a magpie? Alpha croc. Didn't we take out the alpha croc? Oh yes, we did. We just need to speak to Franklin about it. I totally forgot about actually turning in the quest. Yes? Can you... No. I want to chat. Oh, what do you want to chat about? I did that thing for you. Thank you for taking care of the alpha croco. Those alpha creatures are really dangerous and can cause a lot of havoc. Here, take 27,000 as promised. Thanks for keeping Wuyan safe for everyone, Blue. No worries, mate. Maybe another good way to make some more cash is to also give discs to Franklin. We've got plenty of discs, right? We've got hundreds shiny discs. Surely we don't need that many. So why don't we give some shiny discs away? And meanwhile, yeah, I mean, do we need pineapples for anything else? It's not like we can make pineapple jam or anything like that, so I will sell these pineapples as well. And that can be our cash making for the day. I have some discs for you, mate. Excellent. Those shiny discs have very interesting information on them. These are fascinating. I can learn a lot from these. I'll offer you 510,000 for them. That's pretty good. So it's about 10,000 each. Pretty decent. Alright. I don't want to sell all of them because we may have a use for more shiny discs sometime into the future, once the 1.0 release comes out. So I don't want to be in a situation where we're going to have to try and look for more discs. Right, so that's done. Let's get some more wheat grinding. Billy cans need to be filled. Let's pick up our machines there. We could probably stash these away, and let's swap that out. Oh yes, and the pineapples. We need to get the pineapples to the Tucker box. What do we want to make? We could do some Kwandong jams, I suppose. Probably not a bad idea. Alright, brilliant. So, chuck that back there, and I do have a lot of jellies here. I can't remember if the jellies need to go into the billy cans or if they just simply go into the fermenters. But anyway, let's sell off these pineapples and let's make some extra cash. Welcome to the Tucker Box. What can I do for you, Possum? I want to sell these pineapples. Some great produce here, Blue. How does... Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. 1.2 million. That's a lot of cash for a few pineapples. Well, to be fair, it's not a few pineapples, right? It's a good, like, 20 or so, but that's pretty decent. So much so that I feel like I need to go to the bank now and actually stash some cash. So let's put in... Oops, I want to deposit 2 mil. There we go. Yep, edging closer and closer, but, you know, it is a slow process. Arguably, you could spend the 250,000 on a ticket to the Reef Islands just to collect pineapples, and, you know, you would be able to make all that money back and then some. But anyway, let's, as I say, focus on those two things that I mentioned this morning, which is making a new beach area. So that means we're going to need all of this stuff. I don't have a lot of towels, which is a shame. I would prefer having a few more towels and maybe a few more umbrellas. Which we don't have, apparently. Have I stashed away some of that stuff in the spare house? I can't remember. Otherwise, I could have maybe sold it, and yeah, we might not have what we need. Got the Christmas stuff there. Okay, well, we're gonna have to just work with what we have here, and that's fine. But the first thing we need to think about really is where is the appropriate spot for this beach area. And I'm thinking, well, initially I was sort of thinking maybe around here, but then this is not exactly, like, sure, it's sand, and it says it's the beach biome, but I don't think that's a good spot because this is like a river, right? So I think it's probably better if the beach was set up maybe somewhere closer to where the airship dock is, so around this area. So nothing over here, but maybe just a beach area over here. We can maybe set up another sort of little tiki hut here, and I think that's going to be kind of a nice look. So we've got almost a semi-resort area going on this side with all of the beach stuff set up. We just need more of those umbrellas, which I'm guessing, you know, we will eventually get some more umbrellas when we do eventually go to the Reef Islands once more. But since I'm planning to do the Reef Islands as the last episode, so to speak, we won't actually be able to use or decorate with the umbrellas anytime soon. So that'll be something that we hopefully come back to when we revisit the game again, which we will once the 1.0 release comes out. Okay, so maybe something like that. Maybe another beach towel over here. We'll set up an esky or two in the area. Let's do some beach chairs. Now, one of the other things that we could think about is also planting a few more coconut trees. Might not be a bad idea. Not too many, because those coconut trees are going to be sort of decorative, you know? So let's do some hammocks. I'd say maybe a hammock, like, back here. And maybe another, like, red one. Right there. Cool. So we don't want to overkill it, right? Maybe one cooler for the beers. And I guess there are no beers here. For the brews. Didn't we have one umbrella? Or maybe we don't have any umbrellas whatsoever. I think maybe we don't have any. Which is okay, I suppose. So that should be a decent amount. Or do we want maybe a little bit more? I think maybe we could do like one more hammock like that. And I feel like I want to get like some towels instead of too many hammocks. You know, people have to have a place to get their tans done, you know? So yeah, this is not a bad little beach area. Tiki, I think maybe we can set up another tiki thing going on, like, right here. So just get rid of all of that, and we're probably gonna need to think about another bar name. So, we'll think about that. But yeah, I don't want to, again, go too crazy because we need umbrellas and we need some towels. We might even remove some of the stuff that we have there already to make way for more towels and more umbrellas. Right, so, happy with that. I think we'll end up selling the rest of these hammocks to John. A few more coolers there if we really wanted more of those, but not gonna worry. The shells, I don't exactly want any of the shells, to be honest. They do give us some fertilizer, but we'll end up having to wait like a couple of days for them, so it's not ideal. Right, I think we're looking good here. Let's just head back. And do I want to make the tiki now? I think maybe. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. I don't remember which one it might be in. The tiki stand or something like that, I think it's called. Beach bar. My bad. Yeah, so let's take a look. Tufts, planks, and nails. I hope we have enough, actually. No. Just need a little bit more palm wood, which we don't have. So let's go out there and grab some. Tempting to get some more pineapples from here, but we don't exactly have too many. In fact, we only have 2, so we can leave them. I don't think it's necessary to make more cash from the very few pineapples that we've got going on out here. And yeah, unfortunately, it is very decorative, isn't it? You know, I can't remember how pineapples sort of are farmed in real life. I have actually been to, I don't know if I mentioned this, possibly I have, but I have been to a pineapple farm before, a very long time ago. And at that point I was sort of curious as to how the pineapple fruits actually grow. But then, you know, I sort of didn't question at the time, how do you actually get more pineapples out of you know, the plants, because if they only give you the one pineapple fruit, like, how do you then grow more? Bit of a mystery. I suppose I could Google it if I really, really wanted to, but, you know, I'm not that keen. on finding out. I'm content with just eating them sometimes. Okay, very good. Let's just throw a few more down, keep growing these things. Obviously, want to try and be as sustainable as possible. I think we should be done. We don't really have a lot of the palmwood logs, but I don't think we need to stash that many. So we should be able to be okay with the few that we have. In fact, we'll throw it in one of these, like, high-tech, you know, cutting boards or cutting tables. Oh, actually, that took everything. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Because it gives us quite a few planks. Right, so we should be able to make this thing now. Brilliant. Okay, let's just stash everything else away. And let's get this tiki... Sorry, I keep calling it a tiki bar. It's a beach bar. But it may as well be a tiki bar, you know? So we maybe set it up there. And then we do... Or is that a little bit too far from the rest of the decorations here? Maybe around here. Yeah, and then we'll do like a big pergola as well. We want a different colored pergola, maybe. Different style. Might not be a bad idea. Maybe we can get the palmwood style. I don't know what else might be required. Maybe nails? And copper bars. Right. Okay, good stuff. Let's get that in as well. And then from there, well, I guess we just need to think about what we want to do in terms of materials for the track. Which is, I don't know. It's going to be tricky. We do want to choose something that looks nice to occupy the, well, not to occupy, to prop up the seating areas that we've got set up, you know? I just don't know what makes sense. Something that goes well with the iron benches. Anyway, that looks pretty decent. We do need to decorate with, you know, some form of, you know, drinks. So we'll do that in perhaps maybe the next episode. I think what I do want to do before I forget, though, is to see if we can get some additional, you know, coconut trees set up. I might not be able to do that right now, though, because we don't actually have any coconuts. Let's get rid of you, because you're being a bit of a menace. Alright, actually I did find some coconuts that I probably missed last time we did the harvest, so should be able to maybe just use those. And as I said, I'm not going to go too crazy on the amount of coconut trees in the area, so perhaps maybe 3 is a good limit. Slimes, let's drop that in. Oh, and actually I do have a few more coconuts. Let's just grab all of that. Alright, and it is already 7 o'clock. Obviously there's still the work to be done towards the end of the night with dredging. That's actually a pretty lucky find there. Okay, so let's do maybe one over here, one over here. Maybe we could do one there. And then I'll do a couple more, perhaps on this side. One there, and we'll do one here, I reckon. Oh yes, and then there are the picnic baskets and the these chairs. These, I think they're rattan chairs. And I did mention in previous episodes that I would like to set up some kind of a secluded, hidden picnic area somewhere. So I also need to have a think about what I want to do on that front. Anyway, I did say we were going to spend some time thinking about, you know, the material that we need to use for the track. And I still haven't done that just yet, so let's have a nice long think about that before we go out and dredge. Yeah, doing a lot of thinking this episode, which is kind of a new concept, to be honest, for the channel. I tend to just do stuff rather than take a step back and think about things. Right, I'm not entirely sure about the really brightly colored tile paths. I'm sort of leaning towards some of the more earthly looking stuff. Palmwood paths? I don't know if that would go well with the iron benches. Or we could make it out of cement. Would that look nice though? Questionable. Questionable. Though, if I use brick, I don't think I want the stands to look like brick. I mean, these are the only paths that we have available. So I am leaning towards cement, guys. I think it pays to make it look sort of plain. Because if I think about what stands look like exactly, they're generally pretty plain. We do have some cement paths. I guess this is good actually, because I was thinking either palmwood paths or cement paths. We actually have both, so we don't need to make some more. We can actually test using these two things immediately when we want to. So, Alright, that was a good amount of thinking. we didn't spend too long at all. So I think it's about just testing those two paths the next time we go to the track. Bush limes, let's just drop that in. I'm thinking maybe I just want to drop off the hardwood log stool, which we discovered in the previous episode. And I'm going to drop that here with some of the other sort of picnic stuff that we've got going on. The reason for that is because, well, I think it might look quite nice to have a sort of secluded picnic area which has a stool or a stump stool set up. So we'll do that at some point, but I'm just keeping everything together. And at this point in the day, I think it's time for us to start with the dredging work, because, you know, it's not going to do itself, so let's get busy with that. And hopefully by the end of the episode we should have quite a few more keys. We've already got 3 keys, which is quite nice. In fact, I do want to check on how many keys we've got. 66. Getting there, getting there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the previous episode, but I think it's a good pace, actually, that we're going through right now with the keys and the dredging. The reason why I say that is because, well, we've still got a few things that we need to get up to before we can actually finish up the series. Helipad, the picnic area, the beach, or the second beach area is not done yet. And yeah, I think by the time we finish everything, we would have 100 keys. And, you know, it'd be perfect timing to actually go and do that final episode. And yes, it is going to be a stream, guys, so it'll be a long, long episode because we'll be staying there trying to use up all 100 of our keys. Right, so I think we did about a quarter of this billabong. So we're going to sort of continue where we left off. I'm just going to get rid of some of these bloody jellyfish here because they do seem to be aiming for us. I'd prefer working while it's a little bit clearer. But yeah, this should be where we left off, or maybe a little bit further down. Alright. Decent start. No crocs and no sharks today. That's always nice. Yeah, I don't know how we had that random shark appear the other day in this billabong. I'm pretty sure, guys, that sharks don't belong in billabongs. Or, I guess the right way to say it is that they probably can't survive in the billabongs. Though I could be wrong. I'm no aquamarine expert. Alright, let's have a little bit of coffee here. Give us the energy that we need to keep going. Just hidden away. Right here. Okay. There's a barrel as well. I'm gonna get that one immediately because I feel like we could easily miss that one. Being all behind the mangrove bushes. Okay, where are we? Yeah, okay, so that's another quarter right there. I think we'll call it here, and let's just see if we can get those keys. Assuming there are keys in all these things. Or in some of them, at the very least. Game, please. Yes, nice. Okay, and that's already another 4 keys. That's really good. Just thinking about whether or not we can get rid of anything, but I don't think so. Alright, did we... or did we not get everything that we found? Oh, hang on, here's one. Doing a very quick look. Yeah, I think we managed to get everything, so let's get out of here. It is bedtime, so time to call it an episode as well. We should go to the workshop first, though. Put stuff away. And put the gear away at John's as well. Not a bad day. So we had the 2 keys at the beginning of the day. And then, I think, another 4. Or was it another 5? So 6 keys for the day. That's alright. Pretty decent. Okay, there we go. We've got 70 keys now. Let's just put the junk away. I did say that I wanted to... also use one of the bottle of clouds. Can we put this in? No, yeah, we can only use it at the fermenters. I should ferment some of the jellies, to be honest, at some point, because I feel like we've got plenty of it. And who knows, maybe the Tucker Box might be buying some of those brews at some point. Oh, I've completely forgotten about putting stuff back at John's. I do want to quickly do that. Don't need to be carrying all this stuff with us all the time. I mean, arguably, I've been carrying a lot of other stuff that I don't need to carry, to be honest, but... Look, it's the way I operate, alright? All this stuff. Yeah, we should actually think about using some of these tiles on another helipad. I guess we're gonna be making some more bush lime jams sometime soon. The amount of bush limes that we keep finding. I wish cherry jam was a thing, because we get a lot of cherries constantly. Anyway. Enough of that. Let's grab the bottle of clouds and let's use it. I think we've got one stashed away. Yeah, we've got a few stashed away actually, so plenty of opportunities to get Jimmy out here. Let's actually check on the weather station. That's something that we don't do very often at all. Here's the weather station's forecast. Today, wind, and I don't know what this is. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about rain tomorrow, so we may as well use a bottle of clouds. The air gets thicker. Okay, cool. And does that say... Yeah, cool. It actually changes on the weather station as well. So it will be rainy tomorrow. Jimmy will show his face, and we can sell him a whole bunch of junk that we've dredged up from all those billabongs. Yeah, we'll have a think about other things that we want to try and sell him as well. We've got plenty of produce, which we could try and sell. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm calling it an episode here, guys. Not a bad day, pretty productive. Managed to do all the things that we wanted to do, so I'm pretty happy with that. If anything, we probably have some tasks from the bulletin board that we could look at doing. I think there's another photo request in there that we could potentially get into. So we'll see if we can get into that in the next episode as well. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave that like down below. Aside from that, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.